Hello students and parents. In the previous video, we have discussed about practice test 7 that has been uploaded by College Board recently on the Bluebook app. To tell you as the discussion part, practice test 7 to practice test 10 has been uploaded by College Board on the Bluebook app. Today we'll be seeing the walkthrough of practice test 8. And like previous video, what we have done is we have discussed only the math portion of practice test 7 and the harder module 2 as well. Same thing we'll be doing in the practice test 8 today. We'll be discussing the harder module 2 as well of practice test 8. So stay tuned, and it's a very important practice test to understand the last portion of the module 2, basically the harder module 2. Last 4-5 questions are very important that may appear in the May SAT as well, right? So stay tuned for that. Now hope everyone have watched our previous videos of Desmos, that is the 10 magical tricks to ace the SAT, and we have also discussed about the important keywords that student may miss while giving the SAT method. Some important keywords are there, their concepts are clear, but we may miss some important keywords that are something very important while clearing the SAT, right? So May SAT is coming up, June SAT will come, and August SAT is also will come. So for this three important SAT cycles, right, we are actually now starting with the practice test 8. So stay tuned. Now I am just starting the practice test 8 here. Yeah, so these are the practice tests recently uploaded by College Board, that is practice test 7. 4, 5 and 6 were initially uploaded, but 7, 8, 9, 10 are something very new. Practice test 7 math portion we have already discussed in the previous video, right? And also I want you to go through the Desmos tricks, that is 10 magical tricks for ace the SAT, and important keywords that are there. So there are two important videos, right? One is keyword video, other is the Desmos tricks video, right? And the third video what you have to go through is the practice test 7, the harder module 2. I have already discussed in that. Now today we are going through walkthrough of practice test 8. I am starting it and I want everyone to go through it. I'll be skipping the English portion here. Yes. So we have skipped the English portion and we'll be starting with the, yeah. So they're telling what is the y-intercept of the graph shown. So y-intercept is nothing but 8 here. We can clearly see on the screen that our y-intercept is nothing but 8 here, right? So our option number D here. We can go to next question. So next question telling us the function f is defined by f of x equal to negative 3x plus 60. What is the value of f of x when x equal to negative 8? So as simple as that, we can just put negative 3 into negative 8 plus 60. That makes it 24 plus 60. That is nothing but 84. As simple as that. So option number D here. These are the simpler question of module number first module of math section. The producer is creating a video with the length of 70 minutes. 70 is already given here everywhere. The video will consist of segments that are 1 minute long and segments that are 3 minute long, which equation represents situation where x represents the number of 1 minute long videos. So there are 1 minute long video and y represents number of 3 minute segments, right? So there are 3 minute long videos and there are 1 minute long videos, right? So 1 minute long and 3 minute long, that makes it option number D here. Simple as that. Going to the next question here, a bowl contains 20 ounces of water. When the bowl is covered, the amount of water in the bowl decreases by 1 ounce every 4 days. If 9 ounces of water remains in the bowl, for how many days it has been uncovered? So they are telling 1 ounce for 4 days, right? So how many, they are talking about how many ounce for, we have to understand that, right? So 11 ounces, right? So 9 ounces of water remains in the bowl. For how many days it has been uncovered is nothing but x. So we can just cross multiply this and we can just say that is 11 into 4 is nothing but, can skip this question. We can do it in the round 2. Very simple question. Which expression is equivalent to 7x cube plus 7x minus, and in the bracket 6x cube minus 3x. So we can just open the bracket, 7x cube plus 7x minus 6x cube plus 3x. So I can just say that is x cube plus 10x here. That is nothing but option number A here. Going to the next question. In triangle ABC, the measure of angle A is 54, and we can just draw the triangle here. Yes. So we can say that the measure of angle AB So this is A, this is B, and this is C. So our B is 90 degree, A is 54. So I can just say that my C is nothing but 36 degrees, right? And the measure of angle C is, so they are telling you that 36 is nothing but A upon 2. I can just multiply this with 2, multiply this with 2. I can say K is nothing but 72 here. Yes, as simple as that. So we can just go to option number C here. Now, what is one of the solution to the given equation? So we can just say that there are three solutions here basically. Okay, so we can say x equal to 0 is one of the solution, x equal to 4 is one of the solution, and x equal to -5 is one of the solution. So we don't have -4, we don't have 3, we don't have 5, right? We have 0 here. So we can just go to option number B. Yeah, going to the next question. A chemist combines water and acetic acid to make a mixture with a volume of 56 milliliters. The volume of acetic acid in the mixture is 10 ml. What is the volume of water in ml in the mixture? Assuming that the volume of mixture is the sum of the volume of water. So volume in the mixture, the volume of the mixture is volume of water plus volume of acetic acid. Now they are telling volume of acetic acid in the mixture is 10 ml. We have to find what is the volume of the water. So volume of the water we have to find, and volume of the mixture is already given, that is 56 milliliters. So if we subtract 10 from both the side, we can get volume of the water, that is 56 minus 10, that is nothing but 46, right? So we can just input 46 here and go ahead. They're telling a distance of 354 furlong is equal to how many feet? This is as simple as that. There are 32 furlongs and one furlong is 220 yards, and they're talking about feet. So we are talking about here 354 furlongs. So one furlong we can say is nothing but 222 yards here. So I can say this will become 354 into 220, and this is 220 yards now, right? And we have 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. So we can say 1 yard is equal to 3 feet here. So that makes it 354 into 220 into 3. We have to calculate this. We can just go to the calculator here and we can just calculate this. Let's make it 354 into 220 into 3. That is 233640. That is nothing but option number D here. Now what they are saying here is, at how many points do the graph of given equation intersect in xy plane? Now we know y is equal to mx plus c, y is equal to mx plus c. The slopes are same here, right? The slopes are same. The 2 is the slope, right? Whenever the slopes are same, but we can say the y-intercept are different here. When the slopes are same, right? And when the y-intercepts are different, we can just simply say from this that there are zero solutions. Yes, we can put this on the Desmos as well, and we can understand that we will get two parallel lines. Once we get two parallel lines, we can say that we have zero solutions here. 13 is 15 p%. Now, whenever you get such type of question, go very slow here. We can say 13 is p% of 25. What is the value of p, right? So what we can do here is simply we can just go to the Desmos here and try to solve. Still we can do it. We can easily do it. We can multiply by 100 here, right? Both the sides. So it will become 13 into 100 is equal to p upon 100 into 25 into 100, right? So that cancels the 100, and I can just say p is equal to 1300 divided by 25. Go to the calculator and try to solve this. So 1300 divided by 25 will be our answer. Divided by 25, we are getting 52 here. As simple as that. So just going ahead. Now, seeing the next question here, they are telling you that the function f of t is equal to 60,000 t to the power 2 to the power t upon 410 gives the number of bacteria in the population t minutes after an initial observation. How much time in the minute does it take for the number of bacteria in the population to double? Always remember in such type of question that y is equal to ab raised to x. B is nothing but the per period, or we can just simply call it as a multiplying factor. That is nothing but, always remember, whatever is in the power that equates to 1. Therefore, we are telling is the rate of change per period. That directly implies that whatever is in the power t upon 410 is equals to 1. That is t upon 410 equals to 1. So we can multiply it by 410. It makes it t is equal to 410, right? So it takes 410 minutes to make it double, right? To make population double here. So our answer is 410 here. Going to the next question. Every year, the value of an investment increases by 0.49 percent of its value the previous year. Which of the following function best models how the value of investment changes over time? Now, they are telling you that 0.49% of its value the previous year, they are telling you, right? Not from the initial year. So if they're talking about previous year increases by 0.49%, so 100% that is not decreasing, but it's not increasing linear as well, it's increasing exponentially, right? As simple as that. If it would have been increasing linear, they would have told you increases by 0.9% of its value from the initial year, right? Okay, so we have to understand this part well. A circle in the xy plane has the diameter with the endpoints 2, 4 and 2, 14. An equation of this circle is x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 9 whole square is equal to r square, where r is a positive constant, right? Just remember these words are very important. What is the value of r? Now, as we know that these are the two endpoints, right? If I draw a circle here, just for understanding, if I understand this part, that these are the two endpoints here. Let's say this is your 2, 4 and this is your 2, 14. So if I drew just a line from here, just for understanding, we can understand that basically this is our diameter. If this is our diameter, so this is 4 and this is 14, right? So the middle part of it, right? Where it will be this will be the radius here. Okay. So we can just say this will be just 14 minus 4 upon 2. That is nothing but 10 upon 2. That is nothing but 5. So this distance is 5 actually. Yes. Therefore, this total distance is 10. Okay, 10 is the diameter. We can just say that our value of r is nothing but 5 here. So such type of question, there is no point in going to the Desmos as well, just a initial understanding. In the similar question is this, right? They are telling you that in the right triangle RST, the sum of the measure of angle R and angle S is 90 degree. It is always there. We have studied one formula where when we told you that if A plus B is equal to 90 degrees, we can just say that sine A is equal to cos B. They have just changed the alphabets here. In place of A and B, they have just written R and S. So I can just say if R plus S is equal to 90 degrees, I can just say that sine R is equal to nothing but cos S, right? And as simple as, therefore, as the answer of sine R is root 15 by 4, the value of cos S is also root 15 by 4 here. Yes. Okay. Now the given equation relates the distinct positive number p, k, and j. Which equation corrects expression in the terms of p and k? Now they are telling 4j plus p. So we can just say p is equal to k upon 4j plus 9. If I multiply 4j plus 9 on both the side, so we can just say that p multiplied by 4j plus 9 is equal to k. And if we divide by p on both the side, I can just say that 4j plus 9 is nothing but k upon p. That is nothing but option number A here. So we have to solve in this format these questions. For which of the following tables are the values of x and their corresponding values of y? Solution to the given inequality. If I go to the Desmos here, as simple as that. Okay, and if I try to just write y is greater than 13x minus 18. And probably we have bit of idea, right? If I just go to option number B here and try to just frame 3 comma 26. So 3 comma 26, if we can just zoom in. So 3 comma 26 is basically inside it. If I say 5 comma 42, right? We can just check whether it is. So it is, we can say it is outside of the line, right? So this is not the answer. We can just say 3 comma, if I go to 3 comma 26, or if you go to the last option here, 3 comma 26, 5 comma 52, we can just say, right? So we can just check 5 comma 52, it's there, it's coming inside. And we can just check the last option, that is 8 comma 91. So we can just do trial and error here and try to understand. Yeah, that is also coming. That is also inside of that. So this is also inside, this is also inside, and this is also inside. We can just say option number D is our answer here. So that is what they're telling, what values are satisfying. So these values are satisfying, right? Okay, line L is defined by 3y plus 12x equal to 5. And line N is perpendicular, right? Now this is the equation. I can just rewrite this 12x plus 3y equal to 5. And what is the slope here? The slope is always negative coefficient of x upon coefficient of y. What is the coefficient of x here? The coefficient of x is 12, so that will be negative 12. And the coefficient of y is 3. So I can say that my slope is negative 4 here, right? But as they are talking about line n is perpendicular to that, perpendicular will be, as it is perpendicular, the slope will be 1 by 4. So simple formula to remember here, whenever your equation is in the general form, and your equation is the general form, we can say, we can just rewrite it 12x plus 3y equal to 5, and remember this formula, that is m is equal to negative coefficient of x upon coefficient of y. This formula is something very important. So I'll just write 1 by 4 there and going to the next. In the given equation, d and g are unique positive constants, and they are telling you that they are unique positive constant when the equation is graphed. How many distinct x-intercepts? Okay, so this is one x intercept. This is another one x intercept. This is another one intercept. But x minus d and x minus d, these are repeated. So this we can say only one x intercept here, right? So x minus d will give you x minus d whole square. This is the actually this is giving you double root. But basically it will create only one x intercept, right? That is something very important. So total we have 1, 1, and 1. So we have 3 x-intercepts here. Question number 21. For the exponential function, if the value of f of 1 is k, where k is a constant, which of the following equation forms of the function shows the value of k as the coefficient or the base? As simple as that. They're telling you k as the coefficient and f of 1 is k. Constant coefficient. If I say something like this, 2x plus 9 or something, we already know x is the 2 is the coefficient here, right? 2 is the coefficient and 9 is the constant here. So they are talking about coefficient or constant, right? So we have to understand here that what is the coefficient? Coefficient is something that are this part, right? These are the coefficients now. But for making it coefficient when f of 1 is k, we have to understand that if I put here x equal to 1, right? So this will eventually become 50, 1.6 raised to 1 plus 1, that is 2. That will 100% will not give you 50 as the answer, right? So that will not be the answer. If I say 80, 1.6 raised to 1, again this will not be the we can't say that k is the constant and the coefficient. Constant or coefficient or the base is the same thing. We can say 128, 1.6 raised to, in place of, if I put this will become 128 into 1.6 raised to 0. That makes it 128. That is our coefficient, right? That is option C. We can check this also, 204.8, 1.6, 1 minus 2. This will also not be the answer. Therefore, option number C can tell us that value of k as the coefficient of the base. That is option number C here. Going to the next question. The function g is defined by g of x equal to f of x plus 5, for what value of x does the g of x reach its minimum? So basically, if we can understand here, we can just draw the graph of the original function here. If we draw the graph of original function, this example is of horizontal translation, but we need to understand here that how to solve this question is, that is 4x squared plus 64x plus 262, and we can observe this thing that we are getting, that is nothing but negative 8 here. Now, as we know the horizontal translation, that is f of x plus 5 means, and they're asking you the value of x here. F of x plus 5 means it will go 5 units to the left, so that will negative 8 will become negative 13. But still we'll try to graph, that is f of x plus 5 here, and that will take you to the 5 units left, right? That is nothing but negative 13. This is something very important here, right? So we are getting negative 8 as the x value here, and we can get this as negative 13. So negative 13 is the answer here. So we are done with the, okay, we have left with one of the question. They're telling you each of the dot plot show represent the number of glue sticks brought in by each student for 2 classes. B, which statement base compares the standard deviation of number of glue sticks brought in by each student. So standard deviation of number of glue sticks brought in by each student of class A is less than standard deviation. So standard deviation is something that is deviation from the average value, how the data are spread out of the external values. But here, if you can observe this part and this part, it's actually the same graph, right? It's almost same, and we can say that only the range is changing here. Yes. Okay, if you want to check the range also, we can just do 7 minus 1, right? That is nothing but 6. And if I do 20 minus 14 also, still it remains 6, right? So still the range is same here. The moment your range is same, we just have to check the data points here. And still, if you can observe, the data points are still the same. So we can just say the standard deviation of number of glue sticks brought in by each student is equal to the standard deviation brought by the student. So we can just go to the option number B here, as simple as that. Okay, now if any question is left, you can check. I've solved all the question of basically the math section. I've solved module 1, all the question. We can go to the next module now. Before going to the next module, please like, share, and subscribe our channel. And we will be putting more insightful practice sheets and more insightful videos. Our one video on GDC will be coming up. That is of the Casio GDC. All the GDC, all three GDC, TI-84, TI Inspire will be coming up with the videos. But before that, do practice all the practice sheets that is put by the College Board recently on the Bluebook app. These practice sheets are very important. The students who are attempting May SAT, right? And further, I'd like June, August. So I'm just going to the next module now. So I have finished module 1 of math section. I'm going to the next module now. Yes. So which equation has the same solution as the given equation? Same solution means we have basically the same x-intercept, but we have the different y-intercept, right? So 4x plus 6 is equal to 18. I can say 4x plus 6 is equal to 18. I can subtract 6 from the left hand side, 6 from the right hand side. I can say 4x equal to 12. Are we able to find 4x equal to 12? Yes, we are able to find. That is option number C here. Going to the next question. They're telling you the total cost in dollar to lease a car for 36 months from a particular car dealership is given by f of x equal to 36x plus 1000, where x is the monthly payment. Right? What is X? X is the monthly payment. What is the total cost to lease a car when the monthly payment is $400? So monthly payment, right? Where X is the monthly payment means if I put in place of X 400, we can easily calculate the total cost of the car. So that makes it 36 into 400 plus 1000. We can just multiply this. That makes it 36 into 400 plus 1000. That makes it 15,500. That is nothing but option number C. Going to the next question here, they're telling you that if the graph 27x plus 33y equal to 297 is shifted down 45 units in the xy plane, what is the y-intercept of the resulting graph? Simply going to the Desmos here, we'll figure out how we can solve this. They're telling 5 units, shifting down 5 units. So simply try to graph the original equation here, 33y equal to 297. That makes it We can see the y-intercept here. We can say y-intercept is 0, 9. And if it is shifting down 5 units, that makes it 0, 4. Yes, as simple as that. So it's basically, it's important to plot it on the Desmos and then getting option number A. Going to the next question, the function f is defined by f of x equal to 101 upon 10x minus 2. What is the y-intercept of the graph? Y-intercept is nothing but when x equal to 0, right? What is y-intercept? Y-intercept is nothing but when x equal to 0. I'll just input in place of 0. So it will become 1 upon 10, 0, negative 2. That makes it 0 minus 2. That is negative 2, right? They're talking about y-intercept that makes it 0, comma negative 2. Yes, that is nothing but option number B here. Just clicking there. Going to the next question. Now they're telling you the graph shows the relationship between the number of shares of stock from company X and the number of shares of stock from company B, Y that Simon can purchase. Which equation could represent this relationship? Very simple. We can say that we can just take two things, right? Either we can take 0, 40 or we can take 60, 0 here, right? This is our x-intercept we can take, or we can just take y-intercept here. Any one point will satisfy this. If you put x-intercept here, right? So that will become, if I put y equal to 0 here, and this will become 8 into 8 into, right, 60. So that is not satisfying because we want something that is important and we can't get it 0 from here. Now, if we put in place of x, right, that is, if I'm looking about y-intercept in place of x, if I put 0 plus 12 into 40, will it making it 480? I think so. This is probably possible because 12 into 40 is 480. So we are considering option number B here. If you, this will not be correct. If I take the last option, that is 12 into, I can say 60 plus 8 into 0, right? So 60 into 12 will be more than 600. So that is not the option. This is not the answer. Option number B. Yes, so you can take either the x-intercept and y-intercept or take any other point also, right? We can take something like this. We can take, this is 30 and this is 20. Probably you can take 30, 20 also to check the answers, right? In the option. That is option number B here. Going to the next, the solution to the given system of equation is what is the value of 17 by 2x plus 18 by y. I would have gone to the Desmos here, may create a confusion. What I will do here, right? I'll just multiply this total equation by 2. That makes it 7 by 2x plus 6y equal to 25. And if I multiply this with 2, this will become 10 by 2x plus 12y is equal to 46. If I add this will become 17 by 2x plus 18y. That is what is required, 17 by 2x plus 18y, and 25 plus 46 is just 71. Yes, that is given in the option number D here. So always going to the Desmos is not needed. You can just check the options sometimes, right? Now, this is an important question. The function f is given. What values of table represent y is equal to fx? Whenever you get such type of question, it better to go to the Desmos and check the option. Now, if I go to the calculator here and if I go to the Desmos, if I just put f of x is equal to x plus 6, x plus 5, x minus 4, and then they're talking about f of x minus 3, right? Okay, so f of x minus 3, that directly implies that, okay, if I put just y here in place of that, and if I put negative 3 here, I'll get this graph. Okay, I'm getting this graph. Now I can just put the options. I'll try option number B here, that is negative 6, comma, negative 3. That is coming on the graph. You can label this. Label feature is very important, right? If you label this, if I put negative 5, comma, negative 3, still it is coming on the graph. Just small this, it is still coming. If I go to the, if I label this, it will come. And I'm going to the third quadrant, third coordinate, right? 4, comma, negative 3. And if I label this, it is still coming on the right, this part, 4, comma, negative 3. All these are coming. So our answer is option number B here. So you can check the options, right? You can still try to do in the round 2 if you feel that it requires you a lot of time to solve. Going to the next question for the For the function q, the value of g of x decreases by 45% for each increase in the value of x by 1. If q of 0 is 14, q of 0 is 14 means your y-intercept is 14 here, right? So y-intercept is 14, option A is gone, option B is gone. We are left with two options. But they are telling you decreases by 45%. If they're telling you decreases by 45%, probably it will be less than 1, right? Less than 1 is option number C here, that is 0.56. That is option number C here. The submersible device is used for ocean research. The function g of x. Now it is a negative, right? Here the value of this is negative. That means basically this is whether it is a upward opening parabola or downward opening parabola. We need to understand here, right? Okay. So if it's a upward opening parabola, A is greater than 0. But if it's a downward opening parabola, right? We have to check this. They are telling x is greater than 0. How many minutes after collecting the sample did it take for the submersible device to reach the surface of the ocean? So basically, they're talking about this is the depth, right? If I talk about the depth, basically they're talking about this part. This is negative 19, this is 35. How many minutes after collecting the sample did it take for the submersible device to reach the surface of the ocean? So basically they're talking about this part. So that is nothing but the answer is 35 here. A cube has the edge length of 68 inches. We can do this in the round 2. What is the sum of the solution to the given equation? Simple as that. So when you try to put this question, like we can put it in the two ways, right? Either we can put this equation on the first type, this on the second type, and see the point of intersection. My idea is that we can put this together, right? We can just subtract negative 4x x minus 7 on both the sides. That makes it this. And we can put this total equation on the Desmos. So that will be important here. Now if I put x plus 1 minus 56 minus 4x x minus 7, and that is, if I can check this, right, I can get 1 is I'm getting 2.6667 and I'm getting 7. We have to put 5 characters here, so I can just put 9.667 here. As simple as that. So I can take all the equation on one side and then I can try to find the two solutions here. They're talking about some of the solutions. Yes, going to the next equation here. Now they're telling for which value, the same thing, right? We'll follow the same thing here. We'll go to the Desmos and we'll try to put this equation on the Desmos. So I'm going to the calculator here. I'm just writing y is less than 6x plus 2. And I'll try to put, probably I'll put the option number D here and we'll try to check. So that becomes 3 comma 24. So I'll check whether it is coming 24. They're telling which for which value of the set of value and the corresponding value of our solution to the given equation. Probably they are talking about 3 comma 24. It's not coming. Okay, we can put 5 comma 36. We'll just check this. 5 comma 36 whether it is coming. It's not coming. So we can check the other options here. We can write 3 comma 16 and then write 5 comma 28. 3 comma 16 and 5 comma 28. This is also fine. And put 7 comma 40. This is also fine, right? So I will choose option number 3 here. That is satisfying actually this inequality. Going to the next option, what is the diameter of the circle in the xy plane in the equation? This type of question may do a simple error. We can say x minus 5 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 16. 16, we know the x minus h whole square plus y minus a whole square is equal to r square. So your r square is nothing but 16. Can say r is equal to 4 and therefore diameter is equal to 8. Right? Don't try to confuse yourself. You have to read what they're asking you. They're not asking you radius, they're asking you diameter here. In the given equation, C is a constant. The equation has exactly one solution. What is the value of C? There is two ways to solve it. Either you can use discriminant, but as the options are given, we can directly use the calculator here. I can go to the calculator here and try to solve this. I can just put negative 9 square plus 30x plus c, and I can just probably use the value of c here. Now c, they are telling you the equation has exactly one solution. Exactly one solution means it will touch the x-axis at exactly one point. So I can just put c equal to 3 here and check whether it is touching. I can put c equal to 0 here and check. If I put c equal to negative 25, I have to check this. So this is probably happening, c equal to negative 25, and I can check the last option, that is 53. This is probably going more down. So that will not be the answer. So we have option C here, that is touching the x-axis at exactly one point. Now in the triangle XYZ, angle Y is a right angle, the measure of angle Z is 30 degree and the length of YZ is 26 units. If there we can do it in the next round. This is something a little important question. The regular price of the shirt, this also we can do in the round two. This also we will do in the round two, right? This is the important question. They are telling you 48x minus 72 is equal to 30y plus 24, ry is equal to 1 by 6 minus 16x. So we have to arrange this. Now most of the student will try to go to the Desmos here, but may create a confusion. They are just telling you no solution, so we can rearrange this. This will become 48x minus 72 minus 30y, that is 102y is equal to 24, and we can just do 16x plus ry is equal to 1 by 6. For no solution, we have a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2, that is not equal to c1 upon c2. So as simple as that, we can just do 48 upon 16 is equal to 102 upon r here, right? And we can understand that if we try to, so this is probably 3 here, right? So r is nothing but negative 102 upon 3. We can go to the calculator here and try to solve this. So negative 102 upon 3 is nothing but negative 34. So negative 34 is your answer. Going to the next question here, which of the following is, this is a very important question. This question, which of the following has the factor x plus 2b, where b is the positive integer, right? Now x plus 2b is the factor. Another factor will have to be understand that another factor will start from, because this is the 3x square and this is probably 14b, right? Everywhere it is common. So 3x square means if it is x plus 2b, so another factor needs to be start with 3x. And if you multiply 2 with 14, so it will become 7, right? Okay, now we have to understand that what exactly is our middle term. And middle term is, that is nothing but b is a positive integer, right? So if we multiply this together, this will become 3x square plus 7x plus 6bx plus 14b, right? So 7x plus this part, right? 7x plus 6bx. This part is important for it. So we can equate this with the whatever it is given in the middle, and we will try to find whether we are getting b as a positive integer. Yes. So 7x plus 6bx is nothing but, if we try with 49x, so we can subtract 7x this side. So this will become 6bx is equal to 49x minus 7x is 42x. X get cancelled and b is nothing but 42 upon 6, that is b is 7. Perfectly we are getting a positive integer, right? So we can check all the three other options. We will not get a positive integer because they are talking about b is a positive integer. So we have to actually solve this, then check the middle part, the middle portion, and equate it with the second term, right? Okay, where you are getting a positive integer, that will be your answer. So here your answer is nothing but option number D. Going to the next question, the perimeter of the equilateral triangle is 624. I'll draw a triangle here. And they're talking about, that is 624. So perimeter is 624 means this will be 208, this will be 208, and this is also your 208, this side. The height of the triangle, so we have to draw the height here. This height is your a root 3. And where k is a constant, they're talking about what is the value of k here. As simple as that, we already know it's an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means this is 60, this is 60, and this is 60. This is 60, so this will become 30 here. That makes this triangle as 30, 60, 90 triangle. Your side opposite to 60 is k root 3. Now this portion is also 104, this is also 104, right? Okay, now this is 104. That implies that side opposite to 30 is 104. Side opposite to 60 will be 104 root 3. But side opposite to 60 is k root 3. We can divide by root 3 on both the side. We are getting k is equal to 104 here. Yes, so as simple as that, draw the figure here and try to understand the special triangles here, that is 30, 60, and 90 in this case. This is very important triangle property. We have another triangle that is 45, 45, 90. And yeah, so here answer is 104. Going to the next question here. This will solve in the next round. Okay, and this is something important, and this will be solving in the round 2. Now going to the previous question, that is question number 10 here that we have left. This is an important question to solve. What they're telling you here is the cube has the edge length of 68 inches. A solid sphere with 34 inches is inside the cube. Such that sphere touches the center of each part of the cube to nearest what is the volume of the space in the cube not taken up by the sphere, right? So the solid sphere, what is the volume of the sphere? Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. And what is the volume of the cube? Volume of the cube is simply, that is nothing but, we can say length cube, right? Side cube, we can say side cube. Okay, now they are telling you to the nearest cube, what is the volume of space in the cube not taken up by the sphere. Not taken up the sphere means we have to subtract the volume of the cube minus volume of the sphere here. What is the edge length? That is 68 cube minus 4 by 3. We can say pi. And what is the radius here? They have simply given radius is 34, and that will be cube. And put on the Desmos on the calculator and try to solve this question. You can just go here and see the calculation now. That is nothing but 68 cube minus 4 by 3. We can just take pi from the keypad here, and we are talking about 34, and that is nothing but cube. So we are getting something that is 149795 that matches with option number A here. As simple as that. That is our answer. Going to the next question here, that is question number 15. This is also one of the very important question we have to cover. They're telling in the triangle XYZ, angle Y is a right angle. And the measure of angle Z is 33, the length of the YZ is 26. If area in the square units XYZ can be represented by the expression K is the constant, what is the value of K? Now I'll draw the right angle triangle here. And I'll try to understand the measure of angle Z is 33 and Y is the right angle. So we know the Y is here. We have X here, Y and Z here, right? Now the measure of angle Z is 33. So this is your 33 degrees. And the length of YZ is 26. Okay, so length of YZ is 26 here. Yeah, and they're telling the triangle XYZ can be represented by the expression K. They're talking about area, right? So what is the area of triangle? Area of triangle is half base into height. Okay, area of triangle. And we have very important thing mentioned here, that is about tan 33. So if I take tan 33 from this triangle, what this will happen? Tan 33 is nothing but your opposite upon adjacent. Opposite on adjacent. What is opposite here? Opposite is xy and adjacent is 26. So I can just say my xy is 26 tan 33. Yes. Okay. Now xy is this. This is my height and this is my base. Area of triangle is given k tan 33 and half into what is the height xy. I have xy as 26 tan 33. I have already find here with the help of xy, and that is nothing but the base, that is actually 26. What I can divide from both the side, I can divide tan 33. So tan 33 will get cancelled, and I have k is equal to, if I have 2, so I will cancel this, I will become, this will become 13, and this will become 13 into 26. Use the calculator here and get the answer. So in the calculator, put 13 into 26 everyone. So 13 into 26 is nothing but 338. Going to the next question here. I want you to watch this video again, guys. This was something very important question. This is another very important question, right? Whenever you get a percentage question, they are telling you 30-80% less or 30% greater or such type of question they are telling you, right? They are trying to confuse you here. So my important thing is go very slow in such type of question. Try to solve it in the round two. The regular price of the shirt at the store is, they're telling you regular price, right? So your regular price is $11.7. The sale price of the shirt is, the sale price is 80% less. 80% less is nothing but, if you less 80%, it will remain only 20%. So 20% of, I can say, that is 11, or I can say 0.2 into 11.7. Use the calculator here. So 0.2 into 11.7 is how much? So 0.2 into 11.7 here is 2.34. Now 2.34 is our sale price. Now read the next line. They're telling the sale price is 30%. So sale price is 30% greater than the store cost. And they're asking store cost. 30% greater means it is basically 1.3. And if we take a store cost as X also, right? So this X is our store cost here. So we can divide with 1.3 on both the side. So this will get cancelled, and 2.34 divided by 2.34 divided by 1.3. Here is nothing but 1.8 here. So we are getting 1.8. It's as simple as that. Going to the next question here. That is question number 17. This is also something very important question to understand. They're telling you in the triangle A, B, and C, D, F, right? Try to draw the triangle here and try to remember the criterias basically of congruency, right? So we have five criterias here of congruency. That is SSS test. We have SAS test. We have angle side angle test. We have side angle test, right? And we have right hypotenuse side test. So we have to remember this congruency criterias, or we can say we can call it as axioms also. Yes. Now they, with the help of this criteria, try to understand. They're telling ABC, right? So if the triangle ABC is there, and we have another triangle that is DEF, they're telling angle B and E. Angle B is 27 degrees, angle E is also 27. Angle C is your 41, and angle F is also your 41 degrees. Which additional piece of information is too sufficient to determine triangle ABC is congruent, right? Which additional piece of information? The measure of angle A. If I have been given only measure of angle A, how I can find measure of angle D? So this is not the option. This length of side AB. If the length of side AB is given, only the length of side AB is given, how I'll know the length of side D? So this is also not the option. The length of side BC and the length of side EF is given 100%, because if these two sides are being given, then I can say angle side angle. I can just prove it with the help of third property, right? Third criteria. That is option and no additional. So we have option number C here. Going to question number 21 here. Yeah, this is something very important question. They are telling two data set of 23 integer. Each are summarized in the histogram shown. For each of the histogram, the first interval represent the frequency of integer greater than or equal to. So in such type of question, when they are given 23, so in the first histogram, interval represent the frequency that are equal to 10 but less than 20, right? Equal to greater equal to 10 or but less than 20. So we have to take what here? We have to take the major value here. So we have to take 20 here, we have to take 30 here, we have to take 40 here, and we have smallest possible difference of data set in data set B. Basically, we have to start with what? We have to start with 19 here, right? We have to start with 29, 39, and we have to with 49 here. Yes. Okay. And we have to understand this. So if I go to the calculator and try to find the smallest difference here, so what I can do here is, if I go to the first tab, I'll understand that I can multiply 20 with, yes, I think so. This, we can just clear this, and I can multiply 20 with range is 3, 20 with 3, plus we have 30 with 4 plus we have 40 with 7 plus we have 50 with 9. And then we have to divide this with, just a moment, we have to divide this with everything with 23, because there are 23 digits. So we are getting something that is 39.56. The similar way we can multiply 19 with 3 plus 29 with 4. Then we can multiply 39 with 7, and we can multiply 49 with. So there is a difference of 1, right? Probably we are able to understand that there are 23 integers and there is a difference of 1. So probably answer will be 1 only. But then we are trying to solve here, right? Okay. And we can divide this everything with 23 now. So we are getting 38.56 and initially we got 39.56. So 39.56 minus 38.56 will be probably 1. That is the smallest difference. So this is something very important question. Simply what we have to do here is we have to take 20 on this, 30 on this, 40 on this, and 50 on this. And here we have to take 19, 29, 39, and 49. Yes, with the help of this, we can easily find the smallest possible difference. Going to the next question here, the table shows the result of the poll, right? And the total of 803 voters selected at the randoms were asked which candidate they will vote. According to the poll, if 6424 poll, how many votes will Angel Cruz be expected to win? How many votes, right? That means if you subtract this, right, this will become 483 minus 320. This will probably become 163, right? So if 803 votes are selected at random, so 163 upon 803. And how many votes would Angel Cruz will win? So that is nothing but x upon 6424. So how many votes would Angel Cruz be expected to win? Is these are poll results, right? So Angel Cruz is given 483 and Terry Smith is given 320, right? So from total 803 votes, okay, Angel Cruz was ahead of 163 votes, right? From 803. So how many votes he would be ahead from 6424? So we have to find just this much. Okay. So if we on the calculator, if I cross multiply this, right? If I cross multiply this, I can just multiply 163 with 6424 and divide by 803 here. I'm getting 1304. That is nothing but option number B here. So try to read such type of question. Try to read the last line what they're expecting from you. They're telling you that by how many votes? By how many votes means how many more votes Angel Cruz will be expected to win from 6424, right? 803 were selected at the random, but from 6424 we have to find. Okay, so if any question is left, we are not left with any question. We have solved all the question here. If you have still have any doubts, everyone, you can put in the chat box, right? And we will try to post the solution there as well. Okay, and everything is given in the description box. Whatever you need, if you required any Desmos hacks, Desmos tricks, we have a video for that. If you required some important keywords that you are missing while giving the SAT, you can just watch those videos. That also description is given in the description box. If you want to go practice test 7 of the Bluebook app, you can just it is actually the link is available in the description box. Also the practice test 8 math portion, the harder model 2 we have solved right now. So this is for you only, right? And if you want to enroll for our AI site preparation or comprehensive plan, you can just write in the chat box, or you can go to www.ai.pytheta.com. That is very important, right? If you want to enroll for AI prep, if you want to enroll for comprehensive plan, just write to us. We are here to help you, right? And don't miss to like, share, and subscribe us. If you just subscribe us, right? Okay, this help us a lot. Thank you.